Hi everyone, welcome to Confessions of a Fundraiser again. I'm Harriet, the same as all the time, and this is Ellie, so I'll let Ellie introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm 21, third year student at Nottingham and part of the Kilimanjaro team.
Amazing, yeah. So Ellie only signed up this year, so she's the first in this series to not have had their trips postponed. But despite kind of being signed up a short while, she's already on about £1,200 fundraising, which is absolutely incredible. So I guess a good place to start, Ellie, is what kind of made you decide to sign up to join the Kilimanjaro Challenge?
I've always sort of wanted to do something like this. But I didn't think I would do it till after I'd got a job, or maybe a bit later in life. And then I saw this university one and thought I definitely think it's safer to do it with a group, and why not, really?
Definitely, it is a good time to do it. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I think when you are at university, obviously, it's probably a lot easier to fit into a schedule. Still got that flexibility to be able to kind of do things with your summer before getting into like a routine job and stuff like that. So we're very excited to have you on board. Obviously, I mentioned you've already kind of really cracked on with your fundraising and stuff. How did you start your fundraising? Kind of what was the initial steps for you?
First step was just posting it everywhere and talking to people that I knew to try and get the word out. And then I did a afternoon tea, which was with my mum's friends. I thought, get the adults involved. And then I also sold some honey, which actually was from my house. We had a beehive in our house that we managed to get 6 kilos of honey from to sell that, which was nice. And then my dad is sponsoring me for, he's always tried to get me into the books that he wants to read. So he's given me a list of books that I have to go through, and he's going to sponsor for each one. And that's where I'm at so far.
Amazing. That sounds like a really good idea, actually. I like that idea of kind of doing something that maybe you've been putting off for a while with the reading of books and getting sponsored by it. It's always good to do some reading. Just going back over those couple of things you mentioned. You were telling me obviously the story about the honey just before we started this call. And it's a really interesting story. I don't know if you want to kind of, I know you said it's from your house. Do you want to kind of explain a little bit more about how it came to be and how you got to that point?
Came to be, yeah. We have always had, we always knew that we had a beehive in one of our chimneys at home. And we had it for about 5 years. And then one day we were just watching TV, seeing this honey seep through our ceiling in the sitting room. So had to go get these bee exterminators to come. And they were really nice. They let me and my dad put on bee suits and sort of climb up the scaffolding, have a proper look. They gave us some comb to keep. I got to hold a few bees, and then they gave us this decompressor machine, and we had to just squash the comb, and that's how we got the 6 kilos of honey.
So. I bet you never thought you'd be selling it for a fundraiser.
No, I thought I definitely was. I thought that was going to take us ages to get through. Got about 50 jars, so it was not too bad.
It's so nice that I like that you've kind of been part of the whole process of it, and then it's kind of a full circle, which is really nice. And then also your afternoon tea that you held recently, you put some incredible pictures up of the cakes and stuff that you had. But yeah, so you held that at your, did you say it was at your mum's?
Yes, so it was my mum and dad's house in Surrey, and I just had all of her friends over, so like her Pilates group and some old friends that I've known all my life, and I just made some cakes for them and sort of shoveled loads of champagne, hopefully to get them to donate. But it was a really nice day. The weather held up, so it was really nice.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like you kind of got well, I don't know if it's horrible where you are. It's just been raining where I am for a few weeks, but it looked like you caught the last of the nice weather and kind of took advantage of being able to fundraise outside, which is lovely. No, it looked like a great event, and I think that's definitely a good avenue to go down, just plying people with drink and cake and food. It's definitely how I did my fundraising. I kind of I'm not a very sporty person, so went down the route of food and drink, but it looked amazing. And I think so far, like I say, that you've only been started a little while, you definitely have a lot of avenues and kind of really great ideas for fundraising. So it's really nice to see it all working out for you. In terms of, obviously you're on top of stuff, in terms of fundraising in the future, do you have any ideas or anything of anything you'd like to do in the next sort of 6 months or so?
thought I was going to do sort of a second half to the afternoon tea, but with the dad's friends, and do like a couple of beer night, maybe in Christmas to sort of spread it out a bit. And then I was just going to do some more events like that with my friends from home and uni. And then I think our team are going to try and do some team socials, which will be nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't really planned too much more.
That's amazing. That sounds really nice. I like the idea of kind of doing the other half for the dads. That's a good way to do it. And yeah, I think obviously your team leader, Caitlin, is super keen to do some kind of team fundraising and stuff. So that would be nice to see how that plays out over the year, because you're already such an engaged team. It will be kind of great to see what you come up with together. In terms that you kind of said what your motivation behind joining the challenge was, like always kind of wanting to do it. What do you hope to gain from the experience?
I just think it's going to be an amazing experience just by itself, but I'm really looking forward. I've met the team now, but I didn't really have a group on there before. I was really looking forward to just sort of like really bonding with these people that I don't even know, and just sharing this experience, which I think would just be amazing. And also it's just a massive sense of accomplishment, isn't it, to get up something like that. So I just think it'll just be,
it really is. It's that kind of year-long thing of like, it's already really exciting, but the closer you get to it and the more kind of preparation and stuff you do for it, obviously it's incredible. And I think you can learn a lot about like from fundraising as well. I think like the event side of stuff and getting sorted like that is definitely, you get some really valuable kind of transferable skills in that element. This time next year you will have done it, so it's incredible. And I think after this summer being such a write-off, it's definitely be well deserved and a nice thing to do to end your university year as well. But yeah, that's incredible. Thank you so much for kind of talking to me, and despite our technical difficulties over the past few days, I've managed to record something, which is awesome. But thank you so much, and obviously thank you so much for your hard work with your fundraising so far. It's incredible to see what you've been able to do in such a short space of time. So yeah, thank you, and I'm very excited to kind of work with you over the next year or so.
thank you as well.
No problem. I will catch up with you soon, but have a lovely afternoon, and yeah, see you later. Okay, bye.